This is Stephen Alexander with another book review. There are so many awesome comics out there. Some have great art and a terrible story. Some have poor art but a great story. Some have poor art and a bad story. Dragon Ball Super! But make money anyway because fanboys are dumb! Sorry, where are my nanners? I'm just a little absolutely cheesed off. But don't you worry, gentle listeners, for I have found it, the rarest of gems. A comic with quality art, great story, and no crossover chaos. Today, we talk about Sword of the Free by Frank Yeiger, drawn by Wong Ko-e and colored by Peyton Freeman. It is a samurai historical fantasy novel set in feudal Japan during the Oda Nobunaga days and then jumps to the year before the Battle of Sekigahara, which unified the nation. Remember the name Tokugawa Ieyasu? There, I said it right. Japanese culture fans, I can hear your eyebrows raising. The story follows Jin, an African slave bought by a hostile Portuguese slaver to the Ryukyu Kingdom, a tributary state of China in the 16th century. During a tense meeting of the Ryukyu readers, he goes crazy and kills the slaver. He was set to be executed, but he survives thanks to the helpful wife of a man who speaks Portuguese. She calls him Jin. The story jumps to him in adulthood, now a Ronin fighting for good on mainland Japan. He teams up with a girl who is on her way towards Kyoto to fight against the White Crow. They are stopped by bandits and other Ronin and have to fight for their lives before the obligatory elite Mook explains everything speech. What did I like about the story? It's everything you want in a samurai story. Tragic background, violent battles, graceful and clever sword fighting, a kimono-clad damsel in distress, and a historical backstory. Jin is interested in finding the black samurai that served under Oda Nobunaga. Yes, there was an actual African that became a samurai in Japan. No, not that guy. Not him either. Oh, come on! Now you're stretching! Yes, this guy! God! The artwork looks amazing and feels like I'm reading a professionally made comic. No blurs, clever styling, and no gigantic lips. See, Shonen Dump? You can draw black people without super big lips. I'm gonna call you all Shonen Jerk from now on. Grumble, grumble. Jin doesn't come across as a sulky sullen samurai as other works have. He still has a western sense of humor that he evokes at times. And lastly, there's a paranormal subplot woven into the story. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go, but the paranormal has affected Jin and his travel companions so far. Let's see where it goes. What didn't I like about the story? My only real complaint was that it was too short. I loved every page of it and wanted more. I admit this is a minor quibble. It's like I'm nibbling at the edge of your piece of pie. Okay, I'll stop! You aren't gonna eat that piece anyway! Also, another minor quibble is that they make the Ryukyu Kingdom too much like the Japanese in the early setting. It was a Chinese tributary, and they probably shouldn't have had previous meetings with quote-unquote Ivan, which is a phrase for the Russians. My recommendation. Can I say more about how amazing this comic looks? Well, I wish it was a little more glossy. That's about it. I think we've got our first contender for number 1 of the top 10 products. I give Sword of the Free by Frank Yeiger and Wong Ko-e a cutting-edge 5 out of 5 stars. This is a comic that's a cut above the rest. I also had my brother get a copy of this comic. What did my brother say?
Hello, my name is Brian, and I'm giving you my opinion on the historical fantasy graphic novel, Sword of the Free. It is a incredible comic book. It's a mix of samurai story with multiculturalism, all in an awesome comic book with great writing and cool artwork. Definitely something I see myself getting addicted to.
Got any comments, suggestions, or works for me to review? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you like your historical fantasy with more killer kills than Kill Bill, then get this comic.